Hey guys, Gimbal B here. Just a different kind of video today. So I'm going to be looking at LAVs and matches today. So a while back, Moody did a video about LAVs and pub matches, and I've been running them since then. I even ran squads with Moody fairly recently, and we had a lot of fun running around in an LAV. And it's just kind of like, why don't people do this more? I mean, I know they get killed by tanks, but if you're a good driver, it's not such a problem. But anyway, we go into this match and we're like, hey, let's take the outer points, and that'll be like our objective for this match. It goes pretty well. You can see us like easily speeding along to Delta right now. There's 3 of us in the LAV, and there's pretty much 3 objectives on each of these sockets, so it works out pretty well. I go for the supply depot, they go for the CRU and the actual null cannon point. And I just switched suits. I'm actually going to skip ahead a little bit here. Okay, so we're on the road and we see this dropship, and Aiden's like, I can kill this. And here's something that I don't think a lot of people know about LAVs, is that they do ridiculously good damage against dropships. Like the small railgun, I mean that was just, I can't even remember, it's like a militia dropship, not the actual like ADS type, but even so, like, we take it down pretty easily on our own and then just move on. And I think people are kind of missing out on LAVs a lot. I hear a lot of people complaining about how good ADSs are, and they just melt small railguns. So anyway, we move on to this next point, and Iden here, sort of doing his magic. Small rails just melt infantry as well. I mean, they are just probably the most underused weapon in the game. And he just sits on the turret, and we go and hack the point, and he just kills infantry super fast with that thing. Like, you wouldn't believe it. I've got some more footage later on in the video of like me manning the turret and killing people, but basic strategy, he stays outside, we stay inside and deal with hacking points and all that, and we take this pretty easily. So anyway, I'm going to speed this up a bit again, and we're going to go back into the city. We've taken the outer points, so it's not such a huge deal. About us staying out here to defend, we can just bounce around really quickly, and that's like one of the great things about LAVs, is that you can just run around the map like super fast, and there's no like issue about doing that whatsoever. So we get into the city, and it's a case of, I just activate my scanner, I get a lay of the land, I see like where all the enemies are, and like we just watch Iden like melt some people, like bam, one guy down, like 2 shots, and the scanner's still running. Like none of us actually have to run the scanner, and bam, another guy goes down. Just like melts infantry. It's so good, like such an underused weapon. And yeah, we just go and take the crew. And there's some more stuff in the city. I think I'll just skip through a bunch of it though. So anyway, we see one of the outer points has been taken again, so we decide to just head out and go take it back. The blueberries are still doing a good job in the city. So yeah, we reach Delta like super fast. We take the point back, pretty simple, nice and clean, and we just hop in the LAV and go back to the city, like super fast. We don't need the LAV right now, it's not that useful in this situation, so just recall it. Do our magic in the city, we go take Bravo while the blueberries deal with A. And yeah, like 3-man squad, 2 sentinel, 1. I guess he should be a Logi, but he's a scout. But you know, scouts are kind of overpowered right now, so I can kind of see why he would do that. So yeah, once we've taken the city, we just head back out again. I mean, there's LAVs running around, and we don't really have like people defending the outer points so much. It's more a case of like people will run out to them when they're needed to. So we get in our LAV and we head back to Delta after seeing an LAV like run off and try and take it. And yeah, we just kind of like destroy him. And we have an ADS like flying around as well, but even so. So Delta's clear, we have all the points. I think we just mostly dick around for a little while, because I mean there isn't really much else to do when you've taken all the points on a map. So I'm going to skip ahead. They managed to slip past and try and take Charlie. So we drive back. They've taken Charlie by the time we reach the point. We just quickly go for the CRU, and me and Iden play defense. Iden gets killed, so we put a drop-up link down after we get to defend the LAV, and I move it around so that it's in a bit of a more defensive position, turn the scanner on, so we get an idea of where everybody is. And yeah, I mean, like, the cool thing about like the LAV is that you do get intel kill assists while it's running. You don't even need to be in it. And in the second here, I'm about to hop on the gun, and I'm going to speed up through the gun footage until we actually get to a kill. And yeah, like, it just melts people, like, ridiculously fast. There's a couple more kills, and they just basically two shots everybody. I think there's a heavy suit that spawns, and he just dies instantly as well. So anyway, there's a bit more bouncing around the map. Delta gets taken, so we like scoot over there pretty quickly. And yeah, I mean, it's just such a mobile platform. It's so effective against infantry, it's so effective against like dropships. And it's like so fast, like you just get from point to point so quickly. And yeah, that's us for the video. I mean, I don't even die this entire match. Like, end it with quite a lot of war points. And I mean, this LAV, like, I don't have particularly great skills, and it isn't a particularly expensive fit either. It's just like a Mathana with a plate, like a militia scanner, and like an advanced railgun on it. So it's pretty cheap, very effective. If you're running a squad, I'd highly recommend using LAVs, especially over things like dropships. I mean, if you can't fly a dropship, like if you just aren't very good at piloting or anything like that, it's a really effective means of like being mobile on the battlefield, and you're just so effective at killing stuff. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, the small rail is just one of the most underappreciated weapons in the game. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you guys give LAVs a try, because they're pretty damn good.